Folks, welcome back. I have your latest home prices and insights for York region for Vaughan, Richmond Hill, and Markham for week ending June 15th, 2022. Some of you could be thinking of selling. Let me give you a quick thought on what should be on your mind when you're thinking of selling in any market, but especially this market. It's no secret if you go on the market now, you're competing with other homes. Maybe at the beginning of the year, you'd be the only game in town. But right now, if you're on the market, you're competing with other properties, and we should never be naive and think buyers are just going to come to our house. They're going to look at yours and any other competing home in the area, and then they're going to make a decision. Well, here's the thought process that could really help in listing your home. How your home is positioned is important. And by positioned, I mean pricing, I mean marketing, the way your home shows, like the whole thing. So how your home is positioned, one of two things are going to happen. Either you're going to help the other sellers sell their homes, or those sellers are going to help you sell your home. And it all depends on price, marketing, how your home shows, all that. So somebody could come to your home and think, it's okay. Then they can go see another home, and because of what they saw there, they like yours better. So that home is helping you to sell yours, which is great. You don't want to be the other way where they come to yours and now the other homes look better. So again, either you are going to help other sellers sell their home, or those sellers are going to help you sell your home. It all depends on how your home is positioned. Strategy matters. Who you hire matters. If you feel this video can help somebody you know, please pass it along. Let's get into the numbers. If you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, it's really simple. Below this video in the description, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you. This way I'll know ahead of time, and I'll make sure my schedule is organized so we can talk to you about whatever's on your mind. And if you're looking for an awesome starter detached home, check out the video at the end of this video. Let's get into the numbers. Now, the market is a bit confusing right now, and prices are confusing. The data is a bit all over the show right now. Think about what's happening. We've got buyers that feel prices are good and they're buying, and they want to buy before rates go up. We've got other buyers thinking, I don't care if rates go up more, I'm expecting prices to come down much more, so they've stepped back and they're not buying. We've got sellers that previously bought that have to sell, and they're dropping their prices as fast as they can to get the sale that they absolutely need. And we got other sellers on the market, could be the next house over, that are selling first and plan to buy down the road when prices are lower. So they're selling now, and they're not moving their price so quickly. They're looking to get their price. So all this is happening in the market, and it's all at the same time, and prices from one week to the next are really bouncing up and down, but the general trend is down. I've got Vaughan on the board here. There's a whole year broken down by week for detached properties only. So there's no semis or towns mixed into these prices, just detached properties. 23 detached properties were sold in Vaughan last week. That's low. 23 is not a lot of properties being sold. So 23 detached properties were sold. 4 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price came way down from the previous week. It's now sitting at $1,636,000. When we look at the peak where we were over 2.3 million, but let's call that a freak of a week. That even rhymes, a freak of a week. If we start looking at other weeks, we were easily over 2.1 million many times. We're now at 1,636,000. 1,636,000. is pretty much where prices were a year ago, just 1% higher. And if we go back 4 weeks, 3 of those 4 weeks are basically at last year's price or below. Median price is 5% higher than what the median price was a year ago. If we go back 3 months, median price was higher than 1.8 mil. It's now sitting at 1,550,000. Of the 23 that sold, 44% sold at list price or more. If we look at year-to-date sales, 39% fewer sales this year, year-to-date, than last year. That's a huge difference in volume. Listings are 16% fewer listings this year than last year, and months of inventory has gone up. It's now sitting at 3.2 months of inventory, with 11 being the average days on market. So months of inventory, you could see it doesn't go up every single week, but from 0.7 months of inventory just 3 months ago, we're now at 3.2 months of inventory. Excuse me. Richmond Hill. 22 detached properties were sold in Richmond Hill. 5 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price went up quite a bit from the previous week. It's now sitting at $1,746,000. We could say the previous week to June 15th, week ending June 8th, because only 1 property was sold at $2 million or more, which is, kind of not realistic for Richmond Hill. There's normally way more than 1. 1 was sold. Average sold price came way down. The $1,562,000 2 weeks ago was, abnormal. Now this week it's more in line with where prices have been. So $1,746,000 is 4% lower than where average sold prices were a year ago. And if you look at the last 3 weeks, average sold price has been lower than where average sold price was a year ago. This, it's 3 weeks now in a row that we're lower. Median price is 5% higher than where median price was a year ago. Median price 3 months ago was $1,879,000 or $2 million or 1.9, depending on what you're looking at. But we're much lower now. Just in 3 months, we're at $1,668,000. Of the 22 that sold, 27% sold at list price or more. We used to sell in the 80s, excuse me, at list price or more. We're now at 27% at list price or more. Year-to-date sales were 36% fewer sales this year than what we were selling last year, year-to-date. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice here. And listings are 18% fewer listings this year than last year. Months of inventory came down quite a bit from the previous week, but it's still up there at 3 months of inventory. Now the previous week or the week before the previous week, 4.7, that's just a bit of an abnormal week. The combination of sales and listings, 3 kind of falls in line. We used to be at 1. We used to be at 3 months, at 0.3, 0.4 months of inventory. We're now up to 3 months of inventory. Average days on market is sitting at 16. Let's look at Markham. 36 detached properties were sold in Markham, and that's the highest we've seen in almost 2 months right now. So 36 detached properties were sold. 7 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price came down from the previous week. It's now sitting at $1,704,000. And although average price over the course of last year was going up, it's coming down very aggressively. And I'm saying that almost on every slide now for every region. $1,704,000 is 5% higher than last year's average sold price. And median price is 2% higher than last year's median price. 3 months ago, median price was $1,780,000 or $1,900. It's now $1,629,000. Year-to-date sales, we have 48% fewer sales this year than last year. And I'm saying that really slowly. 48% fewer sales. Excuse me. I know we broke records in volume last year, but 48% fewer sales is a huge, huge difference in volume, in activity. 66 detached properties were listed, and months of inventory came down. It's sitting at 1.6. I got to tell you, if you're in the field in Markham, and we work in Markham, this 1.6, although that's what the actual number tells us, it doesn't feel like 1.6. You're seeing properties sitting out there. This particular weekend in June 15, we had 36 sales, which is a big jump from the previous week. But months of inventory, you can see it. It is increasing, and I imagine next week it'll go up again, falling in line to where months of inventory has been going. Let's look at York Region condos. 41 condos were sold. These are condo apartments, not condo townhouses. Condo apartments, 41 were sold. 2 of those were at $1 million or more. Average sold price is sitting at $760,000. $760,000 is 19% higher than where the average price was a year ago. Percentage-wise, not just in this region, but condos are outperforming the detached market. Excuse me, percentage-wise. Median price is 15% higher than what the median price was a year ago. Median price now is sitting at $710,000. Year-to-date sales, 25% fewer sales this year than last year. Of the 41 that sold, 37%, so a little bit more than a third, sold at list price or more. We used to sell 90, 87% at list price or more. That was just 3 months ago. We're now at 37%. Listings, for the last couple of weeks, we're pretty close to listing what we were listing a year ago. Last week we listed 124, and year-to-date listings were 7% more listings this year than year-to-date a year ago. Excuse me. And months of inventory sitting at 2.6. It came down by 0.1 from the previous week, but have a look. It's going up from 0.7 just on this chart, and it was lower if we go back a bit more. But since March 16th, 0.7 months of inventory. It's now 2.6 months of inventory. 19 is the average days on market. That's what's happening with condos. And when we kind of take a look at the whole area, you know, months of inventory is up, months of inventory is down. We're very much approaching the balanced market section. If you're in the field looking to sell, looking to buy, it's going to very much feel like you're already in a balanced market. But we've got these different types of buyers and sellers on the market, and it's still kind of trying to find its way. Hope this information is useful to you. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day.